Yo, so I got this guy. Let me see what his name is so I can tell you his name. His name is T. Laskov. So, T. So, he says, I did program and I only gained 2 inches. I'd like to try your program, but I'm a little hesitant because I'm not sure if it's going to work. That's a legitimate, kind of frustration. I tried blank program, this, that, the other. It didn't work. So here's a couple ways to evaluate that. If it didn't work, either you're messed up and you just can't increase your vertical, can't increase your athleticism, and that's a personal problem you're going to have to deal with your whole life. Or maybe the program didn't work. Maybe the program didn't have it all. Or maybe you didn't do something right in the program. So either it's your program and you've got problems and you're never going to be able to increase that vert, or maybe the program isn't right. So I'm going to suggest that it's number 2, because you're a human being, I'm a human being, a lot of human beings out there, we're made to adapt. Our bodies, our muscles, our central nervous system is made to adapt. And you've been adapting since you was 0 years old. So you can get better. You can get a lot better. But as far as, this vertical jump program and that vertical jump program, a lot of people ask me that in person. Hey, oh yeah, you do an athletic training program. I tried this. And the first thing I ask them is I say, did the program you do, what was the major strength component? And if they say certain exercise, I say, well, how many sets and reps were you doing? And then I say, well, what kind, for example, squats. What kind of squats were you doing? Because you know what? When you do squats like this, let me get down here. When you do squats like this, it's not the same as doing squats like this. And it's not the same as doing squats like this. And it's not the same as doing squats like this. There's lots of different squats out there. So when people say, I've done squats and it didn't work, well, what kind of squats did you do? What kind of deadlifts did you do? How did you do them? Did you do them explosively? Did you do them slowly? Did you do them to failure every single time? Did you get stronger? So there's a lot of questions about that. So let's just say there was a strength component. Then I asked people, was there a major, plyometric component? Was there a major technique component? So you've got to evaluate the program. You don't just say, I tried a program, because, all the programs aren't related equal. So you got to do the right program. You got to do it with the right intensity. There's a lot of variables. So I'd say in the end, when you're evaluating whether you should try something, because the last one didn't work, is to delve into the details. Does this program have a strength component? Does it have a quickness and plyometric component? Does it have a technique component? Does it accommodate proper recovery and nutrition? There's a lot of things that you want to look into. The more comprehensive your approach is, and the more precise and intense your activity level is, the better your results should be. There are a lot of programs out there that target high reps, only a plyometric, component, or no technique component, or they're not specific enough in targeting joint angles or muscle groups. There's a lot of ways. But the last thing you should do is you say, hey, it didn't work for me, so maybe nothing's going to work for me, because that's just not a very precise approach. That's just not a very productive approach. Right? So, I hope this helped. I know that many of you are in this position, right? You've tried something, didn't get the results you wanted, and you're wondering, have I learned my lesson? And I'm just saying, even though both would claim to be a athleticism program or vertical jump increasing program, they're really quite different animals based on how they target exercises, what aspects of athleticism they target, how they target it, etc., etc. So if you have questions, post them on the down low right below here. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, I don't know.